Hey everybody, welcome to the Sky Lounge and the Sky High, episode number 11, boys and girls. It is Friday, and of course that means yesterday was Thursday night football. Yeah, not as exciting as you would hope for. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers visited the Carolina Panthers in Carolina, where a couple minutes into the first or second quarter, there's a weather delay, and the game is delayed by 27 minutes. And unfortunately, in this game, it just came down to the fact and question of who is the better quarterback on the day. And on the day, it was Jameis Winston. Now, Cam Newton, is it 8 losses in a row now? 8 successive games in a row with an L. You know, I've always said this. I think Cam, tremendous athlete, but overrated. I've always said this. And, you know, it's unfortunate that he isn't really living up to his standards. A few years ago, he was league MVP. But like I said, league MVP doesn't mean shit. If you can't replicate it consistently, it doesn't mean shit. Same thing with Matt Ryan. So it's a questionable place where we're at right now with Cam Newton. And with Jameis, it's just one of those things where you could say he was decent yesterday, but I always call it Bruce Arians' black magic. Bruce Arians somehow always pulls one weird victory out of his ass. And to be fair, I do call it Bruce Arians' black magic, but there is a large part of this game where you have to absolutely give kudos to the Tampa Bay defense. That defense was spectacular, and it's also, yes, the ineptitude of the Carolina Panthers offense. And you're 4th and 1 and you don't QB sneak with Cam, yet you just give that fucking ball off to Christian McCaffrey trying to sweep that shit in. That's fucking stupid. But boys and girls, what wasn't stupid was your boy parlayed a little money again. Not too much, boys and girls. You know, we're degenerates, but not insane degenerates. I'm gonna put $1,000 like no. If I had the means, just throw away shit like that, maybe, but no. So I had the fucking game at under 49, and was it +7? Yeah, +7 to the Tampa Bay Bucks. Because I knew people were going to overrate Cam after last week. I knew people were going to overrate him. He's not that good. Oftentimes, you look at the Las Vegas gambling odds, and the eye test suggests a lot more when you watch the game, you know, in detailed fashion, rather than the books. The books will only tell you half the story. That's what I always say. So some of these numbers that you get to play with, they're so delicious, right? You just chomp at it. It's fantastic. It's a fantastic time. But there's a couple of things that are going to be fantastic this weekend. Football. Obviously, you got Seattle Seahawks. More football here, boys and girls, with Arsenal. Dodgers baseball, fantastic stuff. And the Vegas Golden Knights. And, you know, it's going to be a bit of a crazy news that I'm going to break out here. It's not, you're not breaking the goddamn news, you fucking idiot. You're actually just repeating a news that you heard or read yesterday. I'm sorry! I got to be specific with myself, too. Ooh. Oh! Got the sniffles. Anyways, boys and girls. Shea Theodore of the Vegas Golden Knights was diagnosed with testicular cancer 3 months ago and is now recovered and good to go. Very scary stuff whenever you hear the word cancer. I've lost a family member to cancer. I've had a family member survive cancer. And it's a very terrifying thing. And thankfully for Shea's situation, the article he wrote for Players Tribune, please read it, boys and girls, if you haven't already. It's a fantastic read. He went through the process and the timeline of everything that happened, and it's just so crazy that this is a young man. At the end of the day, this is a young man just trying to play his dream. Right? He's just trying to live his dream, play the sport he loves. And that's just a terrifying thought of cancer in a guy in his early 20s. And thankfully, Shea is good. And I can't wait to see him on ice because the Vegas Golden Knights puck drops for the preseason on Sunday. I'm going to be at the Fortress. It's going to be fucking awesome. And I have to say, I'm definitely debating buying that second jersey and whether or not it's going to be Mark Stone, Shea Theodore, or Nate Schmidt. It's too hard. It's too fucking hard. Some of you might be saying, buy it all! Alright, then send me the fucking money! You want to give me $200 for a hockey sweater? That'd be great, man. It'd be fucking awesome. But I love Shea. I love Shea Theodore. Shea Theodore during the season ticket member wine and paint event. You know, he went through my line of table, whatever the fuck. And I actually took a picture with Shea Theodore, and he signed my really drunkenly made Vegas Golden Knights paint, along with Ryan Ray's. But Shea is part of this Vegas community, and I've got to say that I love Shea Theodore as a player. I think he's also an outstanding young man, and really happy for him that he has, successfully gone through this ordeal, and he can now just get back to doing what he loves. And I just can't wait to see him. I can't wait to see our boys on the ice. And best of luck to Shea Theodore, because the thought of cancer, that stuff is really scary, but he made it out like a champ, and let's go at it, right? Let's go at it, Vegas Golden Knights. Go Knights, go. I mean, oh God, I can't wait to start saying that again on Sunday. It's going to be so fucking great. And really, boys and girls, like I said, Arsenal action coming back on Sunday. Lots of news involving Arsenal this week. Lots of news. For one thing, former Arsenal manager Arsene Wenger is now named FIFA's technical head of governing body. Congratulations to Arsene Wenger. I am so happy for him to be involved in football in some form or another. I've always said this man belongs in the international stage. He has knowledge and perspective and context about the game of football that goes beyond a lot of people. And FIFA can definitely benefit from him. And I hope Wenger does wonderful, wonderful things for FIFA and beyond. Because Wenger he's a gentleman, and he deserves everything in this world. He does. And I always say thank you, Arsene Wenger, because you're truly one of those men who made me fall in love with sports. Truly. The thing with Arsene Wenger is, I would say he's one of my top 2-3 reasons why I chose Arsenal Football Club. The way he handled a loss after the game, just so cool under pressure, so articulate, and the way he just had a calming presence. I absolutely loved it. I love Arsene Wenger. There is nothing you could say negatively about him. Yes, I did criticize a lot of the games that he managed towards the end. And yeah, the reality is it wasn't a great ride towards the end. It wasn't. But as an Arsenal fan, he's family. He's one of us. And I only wish him the best. I wish him nothing but the best. And in FIFA, as a technical head of governing body, I hope he does really well. Hope he does. And other great news, if you're an Arsenal fan, Joe Willock, a young man who's been associated with our club since the age of 2, has been given a long-term contract extension Hail Sanyehi, Hail Edu, Head Vishna, if that's his name. I apologize if I'm getting the name, incorrect here. But my God, you guys are doing the right thing. Like, I can't wait for football to come back. This is the year where I feel all my sports teams are like bumping my optimism by like tenfold. It's a bit odd, and I'm biting it. I'm absolutely biting onto it. I'm hoping shit gets good, because Arsenal has been the dick kick club. It really has been. Still continues to be. Because yes, Alexander Lacazette is going to be out until October. That bums me the fuck out. It absolutely does. He's one of my favorite players in the squad. But thankfully, we got young lads, Kieran Tierney and Hector Bellerin, coming back into practice. They're getting their hands on football. Hopefully they get some under 23 minutes in there. And you have Rob Holding in full first team training. So for an Arsenal perspective, it's going to be great to see these young guys back. It's going to be like having 2-3 new signings. And the unfortunate part is, Lacazette being out does mean there's going to be a lot of formational changes in the Arsenal squad, but simultaneously, I think that's good. You can get guys like Joe Willock, Reece Nelson, get them more minutes to play alongside opposing side along with Pepe for Reece Nelson, and for Joe Willock, this is just a better opportunity to play alongside guys like Dani Ceballos and Matt Guendouzi to prove that he's going to be an invaluable part of this offense moving forward, and to really put doubt in Emery's head. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see from these young guys, to really contest for that first team spot. And that's why I think, and unfortunately, I don't like saying this, but like, Lacazette being injured can be the benefit of some of these young guys getting up. And I hope Lacazette has a speedy recovery. I hope he does. I hope he comes back, because he is an essential part of what Arsenal has to do in the offense. Not only is he a top-tier goal scorer who can get goals in the most craziest angles, but this guy is also a very solid defensive forward. He will get back to the defensive third, get work on the ball, try to tackle players off, and does so relatively well. And so we're going to miss that presence, but we're going to have younger guys step up, do the job, because the do your job mentality is something that I love, right? It's something that I love, and I think it should be applied to all sports. Now, I know certain sports people might assume things work different, but the reality of sports is it's hard work. It's hard work. It's a lot of physicality, the toll that it takes on you on a personal level, right? It goes psychologically and mentally and physically. The fuck? You said the same two fucking things. I know. I have to retract that statement. So I'm helping you guys out. But here's the thing, boys and girls. What isn't going back is Rob Gronkowski. I don't know where all this talk was when people kept assuming that he was coming back. People have kept saying that Rob Gronkowski is going to be coming back. He's going to be coming back. In a new interview, he flat out admitted he had 20 concussions during his playing career. 20 concussions. Do you understand how fucking dangerous that shit is, boys and girls? That's terrifying. And yeah, I don't besmirch Gronk at all for dismissing the idea of going back to the game, man. I can't believe some of these fucking punks out there like, if you gave me $1,000 more, I'll give you the NFL money for free. Like, what? Like, for millions of dollars, but you're foregoing your literal life. What are you talking about? There's more to life than football, man. My God. Just crazy to me. But best of luck to Rob Gronkowski and whatever he does now. Sell CBD, interview in magazines, make fucking commercials about Tides, man. Tide Pods, Gronkowski. Do what you gotta do. Respect. Don't listen to the fucking idiots out there. You should be playing football because I think it's going to be great. What? People can pick whenever the fuck they want to retire, dude. Leave them be. If they wish to continue, applaud them if they do well. And I'm doing so right now. For ISO Joe Johnson, formerly of the Big Three, MVP of the final. Congratulations, ISO Joe. Has been given a 1-year contract by the Detroit Pistons. Fucking kudos, man. That is fucking awesome. That is absolutely splendid news. Especially if you're a basketball fan. Knowing that you now have a, yes, less than ideal basketball tournament in the offseason, but it does produce NBA caliber talents. Guys like ISO Joe, despite the fact that he's going to be in his late 30s, can play significant minutes. Maybe, 10, 15 minutes a night, if at most, and possibly do the business. So, shit, man, I think this is good. So, kudos to Joe Johnson. My goodness. And that is crazy, boys and girls. Because we always assume, we always want to project our own personal bullshit onto athletes. Like, Gronkowski is dumb because if I made $20 million more, I go back to the NFL because I just get all the money and leave. What, motherfucker? The dude flat out said he had 20 concussions. And he was mentally not well. Goddamn people, mental health ain't a joke. Gotta take care of your body and your mind. Both shit's out of sync, you're gonna have a terrible time. Right? Kind of how that shit works. Jesus, dude. I'm telling you, people's projection of their fucking miserable lives onto athletes who are just human beings that just want to live their goddamn lives. It's crazy. It's crazy to me. Shows like TMZ are like the parasitic cancers of society, is what I've always said. Just illegal fucking camera work, literal spying for bare bone dollars and for public notoriety. Those people are fucking parasites and cancers. Alright? I say that shit all the time. I do. Whenever I go to the gym and I have my headphones off and somehow, some way, Fox 5 has fucking TMZ on, and whenever fucking time I go to the gym, they have that goddamn show on. And immediately I think like, wow, this is just a fucking nightmare. This is just a goddamn nightmare. Why is it either TMZ or the Wendy Williams bullshit? God damn it. Maybe it's the times you go to the gym. Maybe you're right. But fuck you for being right. I go to gyms in the mornings, man. Love going in the mornings. Helps you get up in the day. Fills your day a whole little bit more. My schedule's been a little bit janky, boys and girls. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie about that shit. It's been awful sleeping schedules on top of missing this entire month of podcasting, which is crazy. Intentionally or unintentionally, I think the premise of me skipping this month of recording a podcast, boys and girls, has to come down to the fact that I desperately needed a break. And it's funny because the podcast is just a weekly audio, scripted, produced episode chronicling whatever fucking shit I talk about. You know, my sports teams, general sports topics, artistic shit. You know, I write, review a film, talk about a new album every week, but I've needed a break. I think mentally I kind of fatigued myself in the sense of I didn't know what to do. I kept missing my timing. I kept procrastinating more than I should have, and I think trying to build up consistency, trying to make a habit of consistency. It's a difficult thing, but I like to just consider this month off as a ritual to get to that next step, which is fucking weird. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, yeah, dude, don't worry about it. Don't fucking worry about it, man. All right, I'm gonna take this pretentious pen clip off. This is actually a fucking pen cap, but been using it as a fancy cigarette holder because, you know, my saliva's gross, to be honest, and I don't fucking like it getting everywhere. It's nasty as shit. But god damn, Thursday Night Football was a fucking drag. And it happens all the time. It happens like this all the time. Thursday Night Football is just absolutely the most boorish fucking game of the week. And then you get Monday Night Football, which is a coin flip. Like, it could be good or just horrendous. And then you get the fucking meat, the goddamn filet, the goddamn rump, or whatever the most delicious fucking piece of meat is. The rump is the ass. But sometimes the ass is delicious. Sometimes you eat the ass out. Rump-a-bump-bump. But here's the thing. Sunday Night Football. And just Sunday football in general. It's the best. Alright? Sunday football, you can't compete. You can't compete. There's the most drama, the most options. Good gravy, people. Can't fucking wait till Sunday. Seattle Seahawks versus Pittsburgh Steelers. You know, I don't want to say I'm confident. I don't want to say I'm overconfident, but I'm pretty confident Seattle Seahawks can nab a result in Pittsburgh. Despite the fact that I think there's going to be a really horrendous showing in the secondary again. And it's going to be Russell Wilson and the running game bailing us out again. Away. And then the week after that, we're home. Which is curious. Against the Saints. Which is terrifying again, because Saints, I believe, are a tremendously good team. But at home in Seattle, I don't know. I know the fucking dome over there in NOLA is intense, but I'll tell you one thing. CenturyLink Field, they'll give you a run for their fucking money. And here's the thing. I haven't been to a football game yet. But I've been to a football game. You know, a soccer game over there. And the Seattle Sounders. Kudos and shout out to the Seattle Sounders. Fantastic football club. Been to 2 matches for Seattle Sounders. They are excellent as a football club. Just great culture all around. Great fans. And always just filling out the stadiums. It's electric energy. And I can only imagine what the 12s bring on any given Sunday. Or those weird goddamn Monday or Thursday games. I don't know, Stevie. Stevie Nicks. Formerly of Fleetwood Mac. Jesus Christ. You smoke a little too much. Why don't you go fuck yourself? What do you say, Pikachu? Yeah, that's what I thought. Now, sometimes I look at the camera and I think, oh, God, who is that terrifying? Oh, that's me. That's me with the triple chin action and the real douchebaggery in his face, holding a inanimate doll and pretending it's kind of real. It's looking at me. Holy shit. But anyways, boys and girls, we'll end it off there because we're done with this shit. And so, follow me. Sky Lounge, and all the links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe for more daily content. No, fuck off.